whatever reason, OBS had decided that my microphone was not my default microphone again, as it does sometimes. And the fact that I'm using slightly different mic settings means it lost it again. That's fun. I think we're all up and running now. Oh, I need to... Okay. 1 second. Did the game just crash? No, it just alt-tabbed me out for some reason. That was weird. Where are we? Audio. Master volume. Bump that back up. I just dropped that a while back because I was playing this while also watching videos on my other monitor, which is fine for when I'm on my own, but it's not great for streaming purposes. Yeah, I guess this is an interesting area to pop into, given that I haven't been streaming this so far, and suddenly there's just big fuck-off skeleton on a throne. So I guess for a bit of context, this was a boss arena for a boss I've already beaten. This is one of the underground areas, but I can't seem to work out if there's a means of progressing further. So I managed to get a map for this area. Travelling this way, this is a waterfall heading downwards. I can't get up there from this direction. And then travelling this way, there's like a boss at like a higher level here. There's a path going from this cliff up to where that boss is. But it seems as though there's no way within this zone to get up to this cliff, so I'd have to come in from this way. And there doesn't appear to be any way out of this boss arena that isn't down these waterfalls at the far side, which are far too tall for me to actually get down. So I think I'm going to have to leave this area on the presumption that I'll find another way down to this underground section later. Yeah, because there's Grace down there. But I just don't think I can get down that way. I think I'm going to have to go back to the overland. I'm trying to think. So this is where I came down into the underground area. So stuff that I've got on my to-do list. This Carrion Study Hall had a really fucking annoying mage in there that just kept blasting my shit. I don't think it's necessarily too difficult, but it's just a bit of a pain in the arse to get around. Also, this path that it shows coming around here to this area, there was just a big chasm across there. I don't know whether there's something I'm meant to do for that. I still need to check out this island, and I've also got access to the academy, which I believe is the next what's referred to as legacy dungeon, which is effectively just kind of like the main dungeons. I think I've covered most of the stuff in Limgrave at this point, although I know that I'm missing a couple of bits down here. This kind of chasm, this valley bit. And then Caelid I've explored a lot of, but I've not completed a lot of. This walk point here is right outside the boss room, but it's a boss where you have to fight 2 friggin' enemies at once, and it's just a nightmare. And then there's a boss, in fact I should really mark it, in this area that I need to fight, but he just kicked my bum last time I was there, so I think I'm going to see if I can climb up this island next. You'll have to excuse me in a minute if I decide to go fetch some more drink after I finish this one, by the way. Oh, I still haven't managed to do anything with the... So, one of the things I've been collecting is these paintings that all depict like a scene that is a case of, oh, if you go travel to these, I don't know what you're meant to get from travelling to the location of the scenes. They all seem to be situated around graveyards, so that's clearly within Caelid. This one is the most recent one I've got, which is that gate that's like immediately in line with my helmet is the gate that's depicted towards like the upper the middle left of that picture, facing towards that building and that tree that's off in the distance. But I haven't yet been able to find the right location. I suspect it's at the top of that plateau, which is not somewhere I've gotten to yet. Yeah, because I've not been streaming this as I've gone along, there's, on the one hand, if I was like doing this, if I was documenting this properly, there'd be an awful lot to recount as to what I've done so far, but equally, unless I've got an audience that really wants to know and isn't watching any other Elden Ring streams but decides to watch mine, I don't think there's an awful lot of need to do that. Eat 3 wise beasts. Eat dog. Oh yeah, that was a thought. I just upgraded my sword to be a +12 from a +8, I think it was previously, which is nice. I get the impression that these guys are just going to keep spawning. Is it still the case you can get out of grabs quickly if you mash the shoulders? I just do it out of habit now. Have a wondrous physic. I really need to take a look at what I've got attached to that. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Flask of Wondrous Physic is one that you can apply your own effects to. So far I can only apply 2 effects at a time. With the way this game has gone with other things, there's a possibility that I'll later on be able to apply additional effects to it. Currently I've got a shield that kind of gives me strong defense for 1 attack, and I've got heal over time attached to that, so usually I just use it when using a what are they called? Flask of Crimson Tears. And I just think of it as an Estus flask because that's basically what it is. So when it says kill 3 wise beasts, these turtles are what it refers to. I know that because I've already encountered one location that had the same requirement of killing 3 wise beasts that spawn in the vicinity when you get there. Although one of those wise beasts was invisible. Made things a bit more difficult. Still no dog. Yeah, the people writing messages for this game have a habit of referring to turtles as dogs. But actually they have a habit of referring to practically every animal as a dog, so something to keep in mind. Question is, would they be down here? Oh, there's a Graceland. Seek Stone Astrid Blade. Did I read that right? Is that actually a thing that you can even put in a message? Wild. If only I had a giant butthole. Great. Also, another thing very commonly shared by Astrolabe. Okay, that makes more sense than Astroblade. Okay, so I'm looking for 2 more turtles. I left. Beast ahead, therefore seek down. Ah, yes. There's one. Close quarters. So we need one more. Doesn't appear to be a way up back from here. Yeah, that shield pops after a while if you, even if you don't get hit. Also, you'll notice I'm still wearing the starter armor set. So far I've not found any armor sets that I prefer, so to speak. Admittedly, I've not picked up any from merchants. I can't remember how this was in the previous Dark Souls games, but I found that the when you go into like merchants menus, the fact that you can't compare the weapons and armors they're selling to your current equipment is really a pain in the arse. Of course, this game still has the problem that's been present since Dark Souls 1 that no pressure item. Head ahead, I don't know what that means. I was referring to that skull. What was I saying? Yeah, the thing that always annoys me is the fact that obviously as you upgrade your weapons, the quality of those weapons becomes much greater. But there's no way of directly comparing kind of like for like where if you're looking at like an unupgraded weapon, it's quite difficult to assess whether changing out what weapon you're using is the right move or not. So right now I'm using the Uchigatana without any real modifications besides upgrading. Now this is proving to be a nice weapon. It's a quality weapon, which means it's upgrading. It's scaling based on both my strength and dexterity, so I can kind of pump points into both and expect it to improve it. But it also has bleed build up, so for enemies that are susceptible to bleed, I effectively get a big free burst of damage as long as I can keep my offensiveness built up enough. It's not really relevant for these guys because they're going down quickly enough that it's not affecting them, but seek trait, I mean, is it? Oh. Okay. I don't think turtles can do that. Right, do I actually have a bow yet? I've been putting off getting a bow. Red branch short bow. Or horn bow. Get off me. Whipped it to the wrong hand. And now I'm unarmed. Oh, I didn't equip it all even. Longbow. There we go. And an arrow, please. I don't want to be locked onto any of these people. I want to be locked onto that guy. There. And that's the reason I've not been equipping a bow so far, is because that's heavy enough to give me a fat roll. Whereas I'm used to playing with mid-roll. Is this a painting I can interact with? No, that's just that dressing. I am a bit smothered in blood. Yeah, I'll admit I'm kind of staying within my lane of a lot, just playing my usual sword and shield dude. Oh, another memory stone. I think I've already got like a memory. I think I already had a memory slot spare that I wasn't using anyway, so it's a bit. Oops. Oh god, that was fortunate. I got distracted by what is clearly a site of grace over there that I've not activated. It's a bit off kilter, but whatever. Get on my horse. I don't know why the horse can double jump. I've not worked that one out yet. In fact, I'm pretty sure the game does not actually inform you that your horse can double jump either. Have I been in this area? I may have done. I have a vague recollection of running away from lobsters. Nope, I've not. Smithing stones. I will admit I found collecting upgrade materials quite difficult so far. Not in the sense that they're hard to find, but it's hard to, because of the way upgrading works in this game relative to the previous games, it's more difficult than you'd expect to get the upgrade materials you need to actually push along. I have just found a vendor that will sell me upgrade materials up to Smithing Stone +4, which doesn't help me too much, but is beneficial. I mean, for the moment, I'm happy sticking with my Uchi-Katana. I've got a couple of weapons that, if I crank my intelligence stat a bit more, I could use that will have combined magic physical damage, which might be good to switch over to at some point in future. But for now, my Uchi-Katana is pretty good. Been using a buff you get from. Oh, that's another warp point. This thing. From one of the faith characters to apply holy to my sword. It's not. Where is this? No, it's. Yeah. So not the most useful warp in the world. So a lot of these ruins have an underground area with a chest with something valuable in it. I haven't found that for King's Realm yet, actually. Maybe I should have another scout. What I did find was there was an illusory wall at the back, which which is what led to the vendor that sold the upgrade materials. Yeah, these guys teleporting is a pain in the ass. Oh, he just went down one. Okay. In path ahead, therefore jump attack. Ah. Thank you, anonymous tipster. Whoops. Oh, that's a lot of attacks. Jesus. Destroyed. Hey Steve. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. This week in particular, I've been ridiculously tired for no good reason. My wife and daughter are out of town at the minute, so I've actually been getting a decent night's sleep every night. And just being exhausted every day for some reason. Do not know why. But that's neither here nor there. I'm doing okay overall. So far 2022 has not been too bad to me. I've had what have I had? I don't know. The way things are going with money situations, things are going to be problematic. I could have done without all the energy costs going through the roof at the minute, but that is what it is, because my daughter's just started daycare in the last couple of months, so we're spending a lot more money month to month now to be able to keep her in there, but we're getting by. And I say, because I had the house to myself all week, I did think I'd be streaming a lot more, but I've been so bloody tired, I've just not had the stamina. Okay, so this guy is clearly a problem. Poison. Oof. Jesus Christ, okay. I'm going to give this guy a few more goes. Obviously the messages on approach did imply that I ought to consider summoning. So maybe I'll do that, but I've not fallen in love with the summon system yet. I've yet to find any summons or be able to upgrade any summons to the extent that I feel like they're actually that tanky. Like, honestly, the only summons I really take an interest in are ones that can draw aggro, because it's just... The only times I ever really want someone else involved in a fight with me is if they're taking attention away from whoever I'm fighting. Is that disabled again? Not something like that. There we go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this boss is not good. Oh, I guess I didn't pick up my runes either, so that's 12,000 runes down the drain. Oh well, it's not the first big pile of runes I've lost. Also, that means that if I decide I've had enough, I can move on guilt-free. Honestly, I just want to have a clean start on this boss before I give up on it. You know, I'm not that fussed about moving on if I decide, sod it, this is too much for me, but I at least want to be able to go in and know that I've made a decent effort rather than just getting tanked right at the start like I seem to be doing so far. Jesus! Haven't even got to the second main boss. Yeah, so I've beaten what's his name? the guy with all the arms, the guy in Stormvale Castle. I've beaten him. I've got access to the main to the academy, but I've not bothered traversing it yet. I'm just Godric. Yes, that's the one. For some reason, I'm thinking Roderick, which at least rhymes. That's something. Yeah, so I've beaten Godric, but I've not pushed on more than that so far, just because I don't know, just I feel like I ought to take the time to explore. I still feel like I'm trying to get my build sorted out. I was saying earlier in the stream, I don't know if you was here for it, that I am obviously still using my starter armor, you know, since Dark Souls 3, well, since Bloodborne. Are you kidding me? I was rolling through that entire time trying to make space, and I was just fucking crammed in a corner. Yeah, that was... Honestly, the same thing happened to me with... there was a previous boss, it was one in Caelid, like a magma dragon or magma lizard or something like that. That did the same thing the first time I went into that arena. I think I'm going to give this guy a break for now. It's... I don't like spending too long bashing my head against a wall on these things. Not when there's so much other things to do. I think I'm going to start going into the academy. See how I get on there. Yeah, so obviously I didn't stream the start of this playthrough, but because you get told, hey, these like Sites of Grace give you guidance on where you should go next. I went straight to Margit, got my ass kicked with my starter gear, and was just... I did a few attempts at that, and then just went, you know what? There's this entire area I've not explored. I'm just going to go around there first. So I kind of did all of Limgrave and all of the Weeping Peninsula, and then came back to Margit and just absolutely kicked his ass. So again, that's part of the reason why I'm putting off actually going into, you know, major areas, because it's just I don't really need to if there's other places to explore first. But equally, like I said, when I was exploring Caelid, I did find an awful lot of stuff that even just generic enemies were causing me a lot of trouble. And I was just like, I can't really be bothered to bash my head against this if I know I've got other things to do. But you're right, you do have to kind of learn to step back and just not bother trying to beat your head against something in this game, which is very much not a habit that the earlier Souls games instilled in you, but I'm kind of glad that it's a possibility. Because, yeah, thanks. Admittedly, I've not really watched any Elden Ring streams of yourself or anyone, just because I have no idea where people are in these games, and I don't really want to, you know, get spoiled or anything. But yeah, a lot of things that really bothered me in some of the early Souls games was when you encounter a boss that you could do with, you know, a bit more equipment on. Because generally speaking, I know that there's kind of an attitude to get good, but I mean, when I was fighting Margit, for instance, the issue I had was I just didn't have enough DPS. Admittedly, I was using the NPC summon, so maybe that was part of the problem, but yeah, maybe I was effectively buffing the health of the boss more than I ought to have done. I hate these guys. But yeah, I was having a lot of difficulty just getting through Margit to start with. It was, sod it, let's just go somewhere else. How many? I've got 9. I will avoid touching that, because otherwise all those enemies out there will respawn. It's just, there's no need to. I can Visions of Sleep and then Underground Tomb. Oh, there's a path this way. I say. Nothing back here. But yeah, I have really appreciated the fact that you can effectively take boss fights that are causing you grief and just decide, you know what, I'm going to go do something else. Oh god. Am I in an endlessly spawning undead zone or just a regular undead zone? Grace Merrick. I've not actually read what they do. Are they just your light shows the path but without order. Similar to Grace, this fetish draws rays guiding the way only without any sense of order. Useful as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or used by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to true encounters. Not entirely sure what that means, but I do like that the bleed build is popping off on the last hit anyway, and therefore it's completely pointless. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm having a lot more issues with the target lock on in this game than I have in previous FromSoft games. That's a lot of dude. I'm gonna potentially try and ignore them, because that's a lot to deal with. Weak foe, be wary of behind. Mind. I would have just ignored them all, but given that the messages are implying that, hey, be wary of behind, I'm guessing they're going to follow me while I'm dealing with something else. Let's just mop up, I guess. Ugh, nearly fell off. Who is firing arrows at me? You guys. How do I get up there? Is that where that air ghost was? Looks like it might be. Jesus, stop, stop, stop. Okay. I don't know how I'm not dead. What's happening? Okay. I'll talk for a second there. No. Don't particularly want to, quote unquote, do it. Marionette soldier ashes. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if you got stats like readouts with the ashes that you collected, just so that I had an idea of what I was getting. My calmness, so to speak, time for brief. Camped area. Accurate. So why might I want to come around this way? Where's it taking me? This is just taking me back into the graveyard on this side of the bridge. So that accomplished basically nothing. Okay. Well, that guy was hardier than the other ones. And I've been grabbed. Another thing I'm not actually bothered to check to see what that does. I assume it's just a crafting material. Fuck off, dog. And the dog killed me. That's what I get for rushing in. You can't rush in, let's just fucking like it, because most of these are undead and not that big a threat. Just ignore them. The dogs are a problem. The marionettes are only a problem if they follow me. There we go. Another dog. Go away, dog. Another dog. Another dog. Lots of dogs. Nothing but dogs. I really haven't done much experimentation with the Ashes of War. I really should. Problem is, Dark Souls 3 kind of trained me to just not give a shit about combat arts, so I just haven't untrained myself on that, even though they've massively improved the system in this game. Try right and then time for jumping. Really? Presumably you mean ride that up. Let's see what, if anything, is up ahead first. There's something that very much looks like a... Oh wait, I can count one of those summoning portals back on the Weeping fucking... Yeah, it's one of these dudes. Oh, great. Oh, what the fuck? This is one thing I'll never like about FromSoft games, is how much fucking magnetism there is to grab attacks. You know what, I don't really care about fighting you. Goodbye. Ugh. I don't know if there's somewhere else I can get to if I stay on there. Actually, it looks like there might be. I don't know how much I want to find out. Something ahead, therefore try jumping. Oh, I could have got round to there anyway. I guess that makes sense. Well, those guys are pushovers. Where am I relative to this location here? Guess I'm kind of circling around underneath. Oh, there's another site Grace up there. Sadness, why is it always sadness? Sadness, heads off. Just because of the desk? Am I missing some lore or something? Right, I'm just gonna take a quick break to nip to the bathroom and get a drink. I'll be right back. Hello. Let's see if I can successfully pour myself a beer without destroying my computer. Layers of reality. Left-handed giant. As I thought, I've not checked in my previous beer. I don't know why I'm still using Untapped. I don't actually get much out of it. It's just habit at this point. Something described as a hazy IPA. It's pouring relatively clear. Surprising. I guess it's hazy rather than New England. I guess that's the distinction. I've had my in-laws describe a New England IPA as looking like raw sewage before. Which, I don't know what they're seeing in their bathroom that makes them think raw sewage is that colour, but I didn't really dig for further details. Okay. I'm like, I mean, can't even talk. I need like 14,000 now for a level up. Jesus. Okay. Sorcerer, try rolling. Is this going to be like what I came across in that other place? Oh, there's two more. Praise the hidden path. This doesn't look all that hidden. Spectre scroll. Is that a key item? Give to a learned sorcerer to acquire new sorceries. Okay. Craftsman cookbook. Really haven't done much with item crafting so far. To be honest, I don't really enjoy crafting additions to games. Surprisingly enough, the addition of crafting stuff is one of the big things that put me off Breath of the Wild. I mean, I played an awful lot of Breath of the Wild. I ended up beating all 4 of the Divine Beasts, so never ended up to going to Hyrule Castle, but I ended up coming to the conclusion that I'd rather grind for blooming rupees to buy better clothing than I would to just use crafting to build, you know, to get recipes that would protect me from oh, don't make me fight a pot. Something else is attacking me as well. There's a dude over there. Just roll out. Roll, 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 roll. Just be like a Dark Souls meme where you just roll in response to everything. Come on, you're making me fight a pot, bro. You want to take a break from firing fucking magic missiles at me? Why do I get the feeling that I'm not going to be able to inflict bleed on pot? Oh, well, that's quite disgusting. Fuck off. Okay, that was clumsy, but we got through it. And I got a ritual pod, whatever I use that for. I'll open from this side, of course I can't. And one is already trying to attack me. How am I drawing aggro before I even got in the room? If you want to come fight me without bringing any of your mates, that's great, dude. Never mind, you brought your mates. Nice frame concept art you got up there. Oh, looks like we're already at a boss fight. Okay, so good news is I hit hard, bad news is he hits hard. Oof. Clumsy. Oh, ridiculously clumsy, okay. If I just end up tanking deaths to bosses all night tonight, I'm just going to chalk it up to the beer. I don't care. Well, this is probably one of the least generous spawn points I've had for a boss so far, I guess. I knew there was a second one here, but I can't remember where. Oh, can I just ignore all these dudes? Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, no. They didn't like me ignoring them. Fuck off. Whoops. Fine. That's fine. Oh, there goes my shield. I'm getting my dodge timings all wrong. I know I'm healing an awful lot, but I'm doing enough damage per hit that it almost feels like damage racing this guy is a viable strategy. Yeah, I think I'm a bit over-equipped for this, because that was a very clumsy fight on my part. God, another memory stone. Jesus, how many blooming spell slots do they want me to have? I think I'm up to like 6. I'm used to having to like farm attunement for that. Right, level. Guess we'll throw another one in strength. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel back to the blacksmith and just check to see whether I can afford and well, first of all, see what I need to upgrade this weapon further, and then oh, that's the wrong place. It's here, road to the manor. Okay, what do I need? I'm missing 2 smithing stone 5s. You don't sell 5s, do you? Okay, never mind. Oh, he only has a limited stock of the ones that he even does have. I did not pay attention to which one I was in. I think I was in Debate Parlour. Yeah, this is the place. Okay. Why is it always dog? Well done. Again, I think I was a bit over-leveled for that. That's kind of the drawback to, you know, as much as I'm talking about how beneficial it is to be able to just say, fuck it, this boss is causing me too much trouble, I'm just going to go do something else. The drawback is that you do end up being over-leveled for certain things. There was a couple of caves I missed in Lemuria. Lemuria, is that what it's called? No, Limgrave, that's the one. And I went back in there and then just absolutely stomped the boss fights in them. Deo. He said Deo. Oh, that's a pretty tortured reference there. Radagon icon. Is that an artifact? Talisman even? Shorten spell casting times. Okay. Oh, so there might be something on the other side as well. Bird, oh bird. Blood. There's always one on a bad way selling horse. Interesting messages that people are leaving in this game. Where we have left. Holy shit, what was that? Oh, it's one of you like multi-headed dudes. And a soul drop. Is this where I came in? No. I do not trust you at all. I haven't had to fight the pot boys before now because the ones that you encounter in Stormveil seem to not aggro to you unless you attack them first, so I just ignored them. I've got a heal over time effect on. It's one of my runes, which also in Dark Souls 3, it's just useful when you like. It's not worth it to stand around and wait for it to take effect. It's just useful when you're exploring around a place to let your health recover over time without needing to worry about, you know, chugging Estus or something. But I do wonder whether there's a Ring of the Evil Eye effect that you can get at some point that'll just heal you on each kill, because that used to be incredibly useful. Hell. Right, guess I'm going upstairs. Fuck you guys up. There's another fucking wizard down there as well, isn't there? Shitty wizards! Ooh, wet blade. Admittedly, I've not got much use out of wet blade so far, but there's a first time for everything. I take it I cannot get through here, it does not open from the side. Where does this go if I come down here? That worked out. Why do that? What's down here? I'm going to assume that was a one-way door. Oh, another one of those things. Okay, I cheesed the last one of those I found. I managed to get it stuck under a platform. So that's going to be fun, fighting that head on, if I can't find a way to cheese it again. Another lower area there. Let's stick to the rooftops for now. Let's see where this ends up. And I'm dead. Because these guys just chew through your health if you're not careful. I'm often not careful. I'm too fucking boisterous for my own good as far as rushing into situations goes. Especially after I've had a beer. But the beer I just cracked is not beer number 1, that's beer number 2. And beer number 1 was 8% ABV, so I'm not drunk, but it is self-evident that I've had a drink. Right, where's this door that I opened? Yeah. I did have the phone conversation on my first play session of this, where my wife was asking me, because I was she hadn't ever watched me play through any of these Souls games besides besides Sekiro. But I was relating how a lot of this stuff feels very similar to Dark Souls 3. And then she eventually came back at me like, okay, well if this is very similar to Dark Souls 3, then why do you need to buy another one of these? I had to try and explain kind of what the actual distinctions were, and very awkward conversation. There's another area you can drop down to there? Oh no, there isn't another area you can jump down to. But that's just the balcony opposite the boss fight room anyway, so that's fine. What's up here then? Try target lock. It makes it imply that I'm gonna get ambushed by something, but be wary of bird. Ah. Sorry, taking a drink. Celebratory swig. Item ahead. Meteor bolt. Given that I got given 5 of those, I'm guessing that's either something I can use for attacking with, or it's another crafting item. No hidden path. Necessary item ahead. I can drop down to this roof. But then, can I go anywhere from here, or...? Seek hole, thank you. No jumping ahead, so no jumping. Right, yeah, because that's too big a gap. Praise the sniping spot, except I can't be bothered to snipe, so... What the fuck? How do I trade with an archer? Oh, he's vibrating. I don't know if that's coming up on stream, but he's vibrating. He's still vibrating. Oh, I think that means I can get to the other warp point on the 3 belfries or whatever the area is called. Could this be a crab? Really? I don't even know what that means. Oh, it's so weird having a dedicated jump button in this game. I mean, it was weird in Sekiro, but in Sekiro you finally internalised to it just because, you know, it was the kind of thing where, because it was such a different game overall, it was fine, but having it in a game that otherwise feels so much just like a Souls game, very weird. Crab, praise the dog. Crab, therefore joy. Why are there crabs here? Oh, there's one there as well. I know I can climb quicker, but my right hand is being used to hold a glass of beer. So I can't really hold the B button. I've got an Xbox Elite controller. I could set the put the paddles on the back and use those to do stuff like run and stuff. That would probably be better use for my hands, but I've never built up the muscle memory for that stuff. Really? Okay, that's fine by me. There's me a fight. Are you gonna do the same thing? Yep. Good old FromSoft AI. Oh, there's something incredible. Wary of ambush. Okay. Herself behind surprises. Why do I get the impression I'm expected to go in through the window? What the fuck is that attack? Have you seen those YouTube videos where they take a game and turn the animations up to like multiple hundreds of % of what they should be? That attack feels like one of those. Secret passage ahead, try throwing. Really? No. I'm not doing that. So even if there's a secret passage down there, that is not the way I'm getting down to it. I can tell you that for certain. Can make a glintstone key. What's that? Key to open the Academy's 2 sealed gates. Activates warp magic bound within the seals. This glintstone key is still brand new and used by anyone. Okay, so that's the same as what I used to get in here. So presumably that's for the side quest to pass on to that dude who was asking for one. Given how long I've been on this path, I have no idea whether I'm making meaningful progress in terms of what I'm meant to be doing in this area versus just Twin Sage Glintstone Crown. Really? I got that for killing the crab? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making meaningful progress or versus just exploring a side area. Try right and then push that. I don't know whether it's coming up on stream, but I'm occasionally getting frame rate drops. It's odd. Okay, you look like more than just a generic mage. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Glintstone Staff. Pretty sure I fought some of these orbs before. Excuse me. Right, I'm getting the impression that unless there's somewhere I can go from the rooftop that's out here, this is kind of the end of this path. I'm guessing this is just the grave site that I already traversed through to actually get into the building. Yeah, because that's where I've worked my way down from, isn't it? Okay, I think I've seen all I can see down here. Well, if I'm going to have to warp anyway, we might as well warp back to... where is it? Lake Facing Cliffs and see if we can give that key to the little dude. Oh, I'm starting to feel that beer. As I said before, I don't think getting Tiddly is a great idea when I'm playing a FromSoft game. Oh well, we make our own decisions. Right, I got your key.
Another? Why, of course. Are you certain you're willing to give your Glintstone? My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you, dearly. Now I can go back to resume my study of...
Erudition.
Thank you, dear. With your blessing, I perhaps, who knows, I may...
That the thing that I needed for this place, Converting Tower. Someone had left a message with that pose, I think. Erudition Guidely. Yep, that seems about right. Wary of open area. Look carefully ahead. I can jump across that wall if I really need to. Seek God. Beware of jumping. Is it going to be another memory stone? It's another memory stone. All these rises just contain memory stones, don't they? I should really have learned that by now. Okay, so where was I here? Debate parlour. Right, I can't get down to that staircase. Stands. Grab. Grab. Crab egg. By the way, of all the things to take from the land octopuses, why is it the bloody ovaries? I have it out. Ooh. Praise the jumping indeed. Well, that was overkill. Oh! Okay, I did not see that behavior before. Don't grab me. I don't like those things. Like I said, the first one I thought I'd cheese because I got stuck into a platform. Crab. 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 Seriously, why are there crabs here? Crab ahead. True statement is now. Oh, big crab. Okay. Which are basically identical to the big crabs from Dark Souls 3. I feel like so many blue messages are spent to combat disinformation. Oh. Golden seeds. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. Crab, yes. Thank you for putting that right on top of the fucking item. I can't actually grab the item without reading the fucking message. Old deer ahead. Okay, the crab followed me. Let go. Let go. Okay, so all this being the case, the realization is now becoming in what direction is progress? Is it back along the rooftops where I've already been, or what? Because without a horse, I can't make the jump up to that spiral stair, which would just get me straight upstairs. I couldn't get access to that bridge. It said door doesn't open from this side. Yeah, I can't connect to that. I'm also going to drop down to one of these arches, I guess. You know, Anor Londo style. Be wary of rolling. Oh dear. Is that gonna keep respawning? That's gonna keep respawning. Make ahead, in short, think carefully. Magic ball. Thank you. Fucking. The butthole jokes are amusing, but they do get a bit tired. Wary of parrying. Nobody else in here, is there? Just you. Whoa. Okay, so this isn't even like normal NPC parrying where they just really obviously go into a parry stance. This is just straight up, I will just parry the shit out of you out of nowhere. Well, two can play that game. I will do that after I've opened the door. No point taking risks when I've got a shortcut I can open. I'm not fussed about revenge. More keen to find the next point of grace. Reach out and touch grace. Thank you, message writer. Fill that hole. Anyone willing to follow me down the hole? You appear willing to follow me down the hole. You know. I need you to not be that close to the ladder, really. Okay, you fell down the hole. That's fine. I can deal with that. Better than fighting you along with the wizards. Oh. You're coming down here. Is your wizard friend doing the same? I did make note that there were two of you up here. Nope, your wizard friend is just neutral. For some odd reason. And now he's dead. Take that, Switzerland. Glintstone Scarab. No, that's not I have no idea what that is. Oh, that's where the orb portal is, okay. On the one hand, it'd be nice to find another site of grace. On the other hand, I did just open a shortcut, so it does feel a bit close. Let's go to the left and see what's up here. Wrong foe ahead. Mage ahead, liar ahead, liar ahead, still no precious item. Liar ahead. Okay, I get the impression that I'm going to be facing a boss, so I think maybe I'm better off backtracking and hitting the site of grace. And coming back here via the shortcut. Which, assuming that the named NPC is a one-time death, then that should be the case that I can only really need to get my way through 2 or 3 wizards to get through this way. I never came up this way, did I? It's just another golden rune. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take it, but not exactly imperative. What do I actually want to dump points into? I kind of want to start dumping points into intelligence to try and get myself to the point where I can use those other weapons, because having a mix of physical and magic probably will be advantageous. Right, I'm going to take another bathroom break. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I've half a mind to go mix up a rum and coke. Honestly, part of me is of the opinion that I'm already feeling quite Let's describe it as jolly, I guess, and therefore having a rum and coke is probably going to be a bad idea. But I don't know. I'd be quite keen to have one. Now, thing is, the missus and I quite enjoyed Oakheart, which was a Bacardi branded rum. Not like a fancy one, just a supermarket brand, supermarket tier one. You can get it for like 20 quid at Morrison's or whatever. Turns out Bacardi have discontinued that, so we recently picked up a bottle of their more recent one, the Bacardi Spiced, which is meant to be like the Oakheart kind of replacement, so I could do with giving that a try. Right, is this another boss fight? That was the implication that I got from the messages outside. The cutscene also implies boss fight, so... I would be surprised if this was the end of the zone. Oh, is this game's version of the oh, what's it called? The Deacons of the Deep.
Hush, little Culver. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Oh no, this is the major boss of the area. I was not expecting that so soon. Clearly this is not quite Deacons of the Deep because I'm not doing any damage to the major boss by defeating the ads. Guess I'm looking for one of these that's responsible for the shield. There we go. Oh god. All of them are responsible for the shield? No. Yes. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Unless there's a phase 2. See, so far in this game, there hasn't been a phase 2 associated with emptying the first life bar. But that's definitely a thing back in Dark Souls 3.
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever. Upon my name as Ranni the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide.
Game's hitching
Of
a
the
little bit.
last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Excuse me. Okay, yeah, I guess through the phase 2 then. Thankfully, I didn't spend too much resource on phase 1. Oh fucking hell! That's an opener. That sure is an opening move that just murdered me in one go, even with my. Fuck me. Okay, guess I'm doing all of phase 1 again. Thank you, FromSoft, for murdering me quite definitively. Come on, how are you aggroed on me already? Boy. Again, considering just how big Stormveil Castle seemed to be, this boss fight feels startlingly early in the area, especially because there's already... Well, no, I can't really use that as a measure, because I was going to say there's already a door I've encountered that I don't know how I open it up from the other side. But then that's true of Stormveil as well, as there's a door that I've not been able to open up, and also a lift I've not found. That's you. Get these ones. Anyone else? Anything on the shield? What did you do? Okay, so phase 1 is a piece of piss. It's good to know. Phase 2, I need to not get caught in a fucking laser beam. Oh, that's the wrong button. You've turned to the moon. What does that do? That fucking attacks me, is what it does. Turn to the fucking moon again. How do I avoid you being the fucking moon? Do I just run? I'm in the laser. Don't want to be in the laser. Oh, you summon dogs. The dogs win. This dude with a mini boss I fought like 2 times so far. You've summoned a dragon. But I don't really want to fight unless I have a horse with me. You know what? Summon. Oh, I shouldn't have healed. My health was not low enough to justify a heal. Oh, I've been burning through my stamina, something awful through this entire fight. There we go. Again, clumsy, but successful. It bothers me that there's areas I'm clearly so far missing in both Stormvale and here. The fact that I know that there's doors I'm missing. Oh. You're still here.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are
Nice hat, by the way.
and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew? Ah, thou, is it thy wish to be born anew, to become a sweeting?
Use larval tear to accept rebirth. Oh, okay, so this is just I can change how I look. And presumably the larval tear to accept rebirth is to respec my character.
And I would birth thee as a
In case anyone's wondering about the inventory tables, I was just in a rush to get through the character creation screen with the misses. Likewise, I'm just using default male character appearance. I did... Bloody hell, she gave me a lot of runes. I did originally just mash on... what do you call it? Actually, before I do that, let me actually look to see what the requirements are for some of the weapons I have that I was interested in. Gear and Knight's Sword, int 18. Okay. Now what about the other? This one, int 23. God. Okay, that one's going to be quite a while off then. Yeah, I did do the usual FromSoft classic of just absolutely mash the hell out of create similar appearance, but the missus did not appreciate the result of that, so... See, I've not dropped anything in Arcane yet. I found some items that require Arcane, but it's just not been stuff I've been keen on using, so... You know what, let's drop a couple of endurance. Is there anything else in here? I did see a chest during the boss fight. Here we are. It's locked. Bliss ahead. Yo, tell me about the lock thing.
Art thou now assured?
Nope, don't.
I would birth thee.
Well, I will admit this entire area has ended up being a lot shorter than I expected it to be. Although clearly there are areas that I've missed. Well, I know for future reference I can return here to respec if that comes a necessity. I also know that I need to start, because that's the Divine Tower, which I guess means I need to go back and deal with this fucking shitty wizard. It was a pain in my ass previously. I've always sent the lift down, haven't I? Yep. I did in fact lose an awful lot of runes once by forgetting to send the lift down, and then forgetting that I'd forgotten to send the lift down, and then just running straight into the fucking hole underneath the lift. Right, time to kick your fucking ass. Nope, never mind. That's the reason I don't like this guy. Because he can just fucking melt through your HP. At least at the level I'm got in the fucking armor I'm wearing. Okay. If you haven't guessed, I've already made a few attempts at this place. And this fucking wizard has been a pain in my ass. And because he's a named NPC, I only need to kill him once. But the problem is, he keeps teleporting as you go through. So he keeps moving deeper and deeper into the area, for one thing. Oh, that's the wrong lock on. That's the wrong lock on! Okay, so clearly I did enough damage in the previous phase to send him straight to the balcony rather than the other end of here. Which does make this bridge slightly easier. Because for as long as I'm on the bridge, it's kind of harmless on the balcony. You can't do anything to reach me. I was actually looking for the mixed physics, but that's fine. No, no, no. No. Here, please. Okay, so I've gotten this far before. Problem is, in this next room, there's a big loop, right? And he keeps teleporting away from you. And at first, my plan was, fuck it, just ignore him and try to carry on. But then I hit a dead end, and it made it look like there was some event that should have caused something to drop. And I assume the only event that would have caused something to drop is defeating the fucking shitty wizard, so... Right, is that all the ads yet? Or is there some more ads to deal with? So this is the issue with trying to approach him at ground level, is even if he's mid fucking attack animation, he just fucking teleports. There we go. That's a result. Now whether that actually nets me in progress or not, I don't know, but at least that means he's not fucking bothering me anymore. Right, so previously I took the ladder up to the next floor, but then couldn't find a way up to that spiral staircase. So the only working assumption I had was defeating that guy was necessary to make that come down. Now, given that the spiral staircase has in fact not come down, that seems that I was mistaken. This rat has decided to join me. As does this rat. Hello, rats. Oh, that's a rat corpse. Oh, no precious item. So this was a waste of time. I needn't have dropped onto that. Okay, so I know that I can drop down to those chandeliers, but I don't see what it... Where you're at, thank you. I don't see what it gains me if I drop down to the chandeliers. There doesn't appear to be any items on them. Also, if that message was an indication, I guess it's possible to jump through the window as you're coming up the lift into this area to get down to that water area, but... Oh, the message I was walking towards disappeared. Thank you, game. Not like I need any fucking advice on what I'm meant to actually be doing right now or not. Because this is where I got to before. I got up to here. And I was looking at that spiral staircase and thinking, how the hell do I make that come down? Go required ahead and then behold a hidden path. Telling me I need to fire a bow at the switch at the bottom. Oops. Sure doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I've actually got enough quick load to be able to do that with a mid-roll now. That's nice. There's definitely a switch on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, what area am I in? Carrying Study Hall. I'm just gonna fucking look up a guide because I can't be arsed. Okay, so just looking around, it looks like I can't actually complete this at the minute. Okay. Well, in that case, in terms of things I can do, I do know that I've got the final of the 4 belfries I can actually access. Considering how big this area looks externally, I'm actually a bit taken aback by how relatively short it is. Again, I know there's parts of it that I've not yet explored, but still. Excuse me. Right, so that's the open wall. So this one is the one I've still yet to open. Now the question is this going to send me to a fucking dead end the same as the last one? Not the last one. One of them sends you back to the tutorial area, and one of them sent me to a place that's clearly a late game area, but... Okay, this is also clearly... maybe not a late game area, but... Oh no, I know where this is. This is the far side of the bridge that I saw when I fought the... that dude. Okay. At least I know that I have a means of getting here. And there appears to be an NPC down there, so... whether downwards is the way the game intends me to go, but it's the way I want to go because there's someone down there. Mottled nip. Oh, there's the glintstone scarab. Blue-green scarab, one directly on the head. The scarab will pump sorcery during the labor. Slightly reduced FP cost sorcery increased down. Bottle necklace. Which is a better thing. Raises immunity, robustness, and focus. So basically, resistance to all status effects. Okay. Oh, you're not an NPC, you're an enemy. Okay. That's fine. Maybe it's not fine. Maybe I'm dead. Also a possibility. Not going to deny it. How do I have 16,000 runes already? I have to keep consciously thinking to not say souls, by the way. Because honestly, this game is far more Dark Souls 4 than it is anything else. I have so far found these underground areas quite difficult to explore just because there haven't been obvious points of progression. It's been a case of, well, does that mean I've seen everything there is to see here? I have to come in by another means, or I'm overlooking something. I would like my runes, please. Thank you. How do you only take 18? Ah, fucking hell. Yeah, why did he only take 18 there? Did I manage to somehow bump his shield even though he was mid-attack animation? I didn't think that worked. Why am I two-handing my shield? Also, not that this is a ugly game, but it's certainly not. It doesn't look to be the most demanding graphically by modern standards, and yet my PC, which admittedly I'm only running a 2060 Super, but you know, that's not anything to be scoffed at, is struggling to hold 60. I mean, I'm running a G-Sync monitor, and generally speaking, I've not felt the frame rate dips too badly, but point stands that frame rate has not quite been as good as I'd like. Are you fucking kidding me? This would be less of a fucking problem if it didn't take me so fucking long to get back there every time. I'm just gonna use the fucking flask of mixed physic before I even start the fight this time. I don't know how much survivability it's gonna give me, but I'm just sick of just dying immediately every time. As I said earlier in the stream, I'm willing to blame the alcohol for my poor performance. What? Are you fucking kidding? How much range does that have? What the hell? Couple more tries and then I'll just go fuck it and just try and do a solid run back to get my runes and then try and lose aggro and walk back out. On the one hand, I've hit enough points of grace towards the north side of the lake that I've probably got enough of an idea of where the game might want me to go next anyway. On the other hand, I won't lie, it does feel odd that I don't have an explicit next goal from where I'm at. If that makes sense. But now that I've cleared out the, well, I say cleared out, again, clearly there's an area I've not seen yet, but now that I've dealt with the main boss of the academy area, it's a bit questionable what the game wants next from me. Right. Physic. Apply a buff. Let's see if I can get a stealth attack in on this guy. Doesn't mean I'm spending time on my buff and my physic, but nope, he aggroes anyway. Ah, fuck off. Fucking dodge, dude. So I'll admit my means of dodging this guy is not great, but nevertheless, I'm feeling a bit miffed, let's say. Clearly this guy is not considered to be on the scale of a boss, but he's doing enough damage per hit to be trouble. Right, well there's clearly no reason to try and crouch walk my way up towards him because he aggroes regardless. As much as I'm going in Sword and Shield, it seems a little redundant. He's doing enough damage to my stamina on a successfully blocked hit that my shield isn't doing me much good. Am I dead? No. I should pull it out. Oh, come on. Even before I got fucking staggered, I was mashing the B button. I don't know whether that comes up on mic, but... So I was saying earlier in the stream about how this game, obviously being as expansive as it is, means that you can just take a look at a fight that you're not getting on with and decide to go do something else. And this is kind of the case in point example of... I know for a fact that if I were better at this style of game, I would be able to get through this fight. You know, this is very much a get good situation, and you could beat this fight at the level that I'm at, both in terms of character level and equipment and so on and so forth. But equally, I don't know that it's worth bashing my head against it. I just don't. I don't enjoy trying to do it at this point. So given that my runes have dropped far enough back that I can just grab them and warp out, I think I'm just going to do that. Come back here another time. I'm just not entirely sure what to do next. Guess we'll go this way. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break from streaming now. I've been live for 2.5 hours, and I've had a bit to drink. I dare say I may yet have a little bit more. I've made some decent progress at any rate, so I can't say it's been a waste of time. I may stream a bit more tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you another time.